Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Habbout No, featuring me, Conifer, um, Rich, who's Voorhees, with two
Hello.
zeros, and Chantel, JacquieLOL on Habbo. So,
Hello.
so yes, welcome back to the podcast for wait, what month is it? It's when did I post it last time? Oh my gosh.
Now,
It's May.
I know, but when did I post it last time? Was it at the end of April or the start of May?
I'm not sure. I think it was the end of April.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to May's episode for the Habbout No podcast. And what are we going to talk about today?
Okay, so one thing I miss about old Habbo that you don't really see anymore is the games.
Yeah,
um,
yeah. I was.
Sadly, the only one I can remember, I can only remember the one that was called Battle Ball. I
Yeah,
can't
is that
remember
the
the
one
others.
that they turned into Battle Banzai? Or however the fuck you pronounce it?
Yeah, that's the one they made their own rip-off version of Battle Bonsai of.
Yeah.
Except it was like one team was all in orange and one team was all in blue, and you had to try and get each other out.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing they used to have, which I miss, is the snowball fight game.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah, the snowball ones, those were good.
Yeah, they brought that back. Like they brought that back at one point, and they had like, what was it called? Snowstorm. They called it Snowstorm, and it was like, I remember I won that once, and I was so freaking proud of myself that I took a screenshot, and I still have it. So yeah, I was actually really good at that for some reason.
I only the snow one was...
played Battle Ball like once, and the snow one I played a couple times.
Rich, your mic keeps cutting out.
Because my fuck's sakes.
Sorry.
Well, I forgot where I was.
Battle Ball.
Oh yeah, I only played the snow one a couple times. I wasn't very good at it because my computer would always lag. Like, I would click on someone to throw a snowball at them, and then I would miss because I lagged, and they weren't there anymore.
Yeah.
I reckon the snow one was pretty fun. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, if you have a lagging computer, it's not going to work too well, but it was one of the easier ones that you could, easily get points for.
Yeah, I missed that game. I don't know what they did with it. I just woke up one day and it wasn't there anymore. So
I think they had it on again for like the Christmas thing, but I don't know what happened to that either.
What do you call it? They did kind of what they did with Battle Bonsai. They brought it back, sort of, but it was only as like a Fernie.
Yeah, Freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was called Freeze.
But I mean, like when they brought it back as like an actual game, and in like, I don't know when it was, but it was a Christmas event thing, I think.
Yeah. They didn't have it out for that long, even as a Christmas
sad.
event.
I miss it. I didn't see it like the original version. I didn't see the original version because I wasn't around for like that early. But yeah, I saw the when they brought it in the
Yeah, I missed out on a lot of the original games as well because I was always on and off Habbo, so whenever I came back on, they'd have new things, and like all the old things were gone.
Yeah, do you remember those days when people used to do the achievements without those freaking booster rooms?
Yeah, so, now it's like those booster gyms everywhere.
Yeah. Like, that's the only way people do it because it does it faster. But don't you remember, like, when people
it used to be fun to go out and try and get achievements, yeah.
Yeah. Like, people would actually, like, have actual game rooms and you could play against each other.
Yeah, like, everyone used to be in those rooms, but now everyone just goes to the booster gyms to get it that way.
Yeah. I remember the first boosters were like the ice skating ones with the little Banzai teleports.
Yeah. The hockey, the soccer one as well.
Yeah. Like you just basically bounce around on the teleports and you'd freaking.
I remember the old, some of the older boosters they used to have that were what do you call them? For like skateboarding.
Yeah. I remember those.
And they would just have the little rail set up around the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I remember when the skateboard first came out. It was pretty cool. Like everyone was like rolling around on a skateboard, and like they were like, "Oh, this is so epic! This is wait, people didn't say that back then.
Yeah.
This is like a new meme. This is like epic gamers." And but
yeah, everyone was
now
all
it's
over
just like,
skateboards. Now
yeah, they
skateboards,
were
people
cool.
don't even care about them.
Yeah, it's sad. I have a skateboard. I have a skateboard in my effect wardrobe thing.
Yeah.
But I just can't be bothered to wear it because it's not a
Yeah.
permanent one. So I just like I'm gonna save it for like a billion years in the future when it can actually be like shown off.
My old account, I had the HC skateboard, and that one's permanent. I didn't
Yeah,
realize,
missed
and
that.
I stupidly like bought a few of them.
Oof.
So now I've got like 7 of them. Not that I can ever use them again, but
Aw.
they're still there.
You know what I miss?
What do you miss?
You know, I miss the pixels.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because
that was
like,
the
And
best furniture.
what I missed about them was that you could actually spend them on shit that was cool.
Yeah, like making decent
Whereas
rooms
the
with them.
ducats are completely fucking useless in practically every single way. The only thing you can use ducats for is like
yeah.
do what I did and like buy a shitload of cats.
Yep.
Or you can buy some effects, but not really any good ones, you know?
Yeah.
The thing that I liked most about the ducats was just buying cabbages to train pets, but that's really all. There wasn't that much out there.
I still do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent a bunch of my ducats on cabbages for my pets, and now there's just a whole room full of fucking cabbage and cats.
Yeah.
We've gone into. I've shown her your room your 2 rooms full of cats and like all the funny names you gave them. Like, can you list a few of them? Because I can't remember. There's like
I don't remember them.
Let's see. There's I named one like Sharon.
Sharon took the kittens.
Some of them had like really crazy names. Like you had
no, it was like Sharon and like how Ozzy Osbourne says it.
Yeah, a couple of them had really basic names. Like I can't remember like Karen or something. Like obviously not that one. A couple of them had names like that, but most of them had like pretty, like, thought out names.
Like Dave.
And
Steve.
Yeah,
I think there was one called Steve.
I think there was one called Steve. Yeah.
I hate going into this room though because like all of the cats in there make it lag. Okay, yeah, there's Sharon. There's one that's just called You What Mate. There's one that's called Moo. There's one that's called Heresy. There's one that's called Derp. There's one that I just called Lemon.
With a name.
Yeah, there's one called freaking what was that?
There's one that's called Blue. There's one that's called Steve. There's one that's called Jeff. There's one that's called Rocky.
Yeah. Wait, what was the other one?
Derp have a rhyming one.
Smoke perp.
There was one I called Bunghole.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I remember.
There was one I called Bloomingdale's. There was one I called Dude Man Bro. There was one I called Garfield. That was when I stopped getting original with the names.
There's one called Goddamn Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. My friend had it was a polar bear, and its name was My Balls, but it was spelled like BAWLS.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Habbo let him get away with that.
Yeah, there was once I have a screenshot of a rhino pet that's called My Balls, but like actually spelt like My Balls, and the screenshot is of the rhino saying "Play with me," and you might have like if you remember my first rap video on my channel, it's like that's the screenshot in there because it's like My Balls saying "Play with me," and so they play with my balls.
I called the one Mew.
Some of them are pretty thought out. Like I have a pig called Porky. Like a monkey called Ginger. Like, my names are just so basic. I couldn't think of anything good for them.
Okay, let's go to Pet's Room 2 and see what else I've got in there. Oh yeah, I have one that's called Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, I remember. Let me log
Okay,
into
let's see. There's
Habbo.
Mittens. There's one that's called Pants. There's one that's called Mume. There's one that's called Fat Tony. I called one Little Bitch. Generic cat name. Snuffleupagus. Broski. Einstein. Ralph. And who the fuck names a cat Ralph?
Ralph Wiggum.
I think that was where I got it from, was Ralph Wiggum.
Every time someone mentions Ralph now, I just think of freaking Daniel from The Meaning of Popularity, because you said he looks like Ralph Wiggum with his hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I called one of the cats Yarrow.
Yarrow. Because of Yarrow.
And then I called another one Faggot.
Yikes.
But it's just like FGT.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and I called one Fight Me IRL.
Fight Me IRL. let me check out what some of my freaking pets are called. Who the fuck added me? Okay, fine, you can be my friend. Where the
wow, fancy hat, Conifer.
yeah. Yeah. Where's my pet room? Okay, so what are all my pets called? I know I've got one. I've got a horse called Green Horse, and then I've got another horse just called
what?
I've got a horse. I've got a green horse called Green Horse. Like very original, Conifer. And then I've got another horse just called Hearse with like a bunch of R's.
Amazing.
I've got a horse called. My first horse was called Baconator.
I love it.
I've got a golden cow called Lauren is cute. I don't even remember who Lauren is. Probably like one of my friends who hasn't come online for like years. Can I freaking fill these water bottles, please? Bowls? Okay, I've got a pig. I've got a pig called Kit's Cuter Than Me. Based on someone called Kit who was cute, I guess. I've got one called J Dizzle. I've got a kitten called J Dizzle. I've got a kitten called Vosh, because like it's a ship name between Vic and Josh, and you'll know who they are if you're a big fan. Oh my god, that sounds so conceited. I've got a bunny called 24 Carat. Thanks Rich for the name idea, because that was brilliant.
Oh yeah.
It's like the gold bunny. Like I had the first gold bunny I had is called OMG Shiny, and Rich told me you should have named that 24 Carat, and then I did. I named another one. I've got a turtle called Squinty Jason with a question mark. I've got a freaking
like, I don't know, his name might be Jason.
Squinty Jason. I've got a freaking Wobba Wobba thing. I got a Obba Bobba called Dracula with like random capitals in between its name. I don't even know why I called it Dracula, but oh my god, I remember. I've got two pigeons. One's called I'm deaf, and one's called I'm blind, and then I've got a chick called I saw. And it's like bright.
Amazing.
It's like bright.
I remember that. I remember the one called Eyesore.
Yeah. I've got a frog called Chantel, named after you.
Oh, I thank you.
Like just cause I give.
Well, I mean, my horse is named after you, like given by you, but you know.
Yeah.
It's like we're even now.
Yeah, like I gave you a horse called Connie.
Yeah. Do you remember Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which Andy?
He tried giving me a horse called
Oh.
Andy. The original Andy, Andre.
Yeah. Oh,
I think
okay.
this is her name. Yeah, but that was on my old account. I accidentally picked it up, so now the horse is gone forever.
No, poor horse. What else have I got? I've got a Nile dial called Legoost van OTP, and that was back when I made that just to mess with Lagos and Istvan, because I didn't even ship them. I just wanted to freaking mess with them. So I got a freaking crocodile and named it Lagustvan OTP. And I don't even ship. Anyway, that's enough pets for now. Yeah, my cats are freaking sad now. I haven't been on for a while. So I gotta freaking feed them. I mean, feed them water, because they would drink water.
Yeah.
There you go, cats. Nice. Speaking of my balls, you know, I'm trying to make a segue here, and I'm really bad at it.
Speaking of my balls, yeah.
You know, speaking of my balls.
So we've got on the topic list retarded censoring.
My gosh. Legit, you try and say one word, it lets you say it. You try and say it a second time in the row, and it censors the word. It's so bad.
Yeah.
There's some words there's really random words like the word sometimes or something will just randomly be censored. And I'm like, how? Why is the word something a swear?
It doesn't.
Maybe because it has the word meth in it.
I mean,
is meth blocked?
I think so. But yeah, no, that would make sense. Actually, that would make sense.
Wait, can you say meth in Habbo like by itself? Because I just closed Habbo, so I can't test it.
I just said it.
Look on now.
Okay.
And Richie, you on?
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, I'm on. But yeah, I remember that time when freaking like people's names were blocked. Like you couldn't say Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. Or like their usernames became Bobba as well.
Yeah. That was weird.
Pervs that don't leave you alone.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still pretty fucking bad.
Yeah. There was like one time I tried like I have I have a good segue this time. Things we shouldn't have known as kids that we learnt from Habbo. I have a story. Basically, when I was like freaking 13 or whatever, I was typing on Habbo just in my room all alone. I was just like typing out random freaking words in like this like language that I have when like that like my own like dialect kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I typed a sentence in this language, and one of the words was boner, and I swear I did not know what boner meant in English. So I typed that, and it went bobber, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why would
Tell
that
me
be?
you Googled
it. What does that even mean? So I Googled it, and it turns out that's what a boner is. So, yeah, that's how I learned what a boner is, and, like, basically, Habbo tried to stop me from using the word boner, but look what happened. It was Habbo's fault that I learnt it.
When I was about that age as well, I discovered, do you guys remember when there used to be rooms like full of beds and stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I discovered one of those rooms, and
just
seeing what all the people were saying, that that was taken away from me that day. I can't get that back. So that wasn't very fun.
Ew.
Yeah.
How old were you again?
I don't know. How old was I when I joined Habbo? Like 13 or something.
Yikes.
So that wasn't very fun, just walking into one of those bedrooms with, people saying all this stuff.
Yeah. Like this freaking perv would be like, I knew this perv that I was friends with, and he'd always like try to like invite me to the bedrooms, and I was like, what? Why? I'm not sleepy. I didn't even know what it meant, and then one day I just went there, and I just like sat in the bed, and he like sat next to me and started like whispering weird shit at me, and I'm like, what the frick? And I just like left and like deleted him, and like, yeah.
Like, even besides, like, obviously I'm not including the bedrooms in this, but they used to have some really decent role-playing rooms. Like, they used to have the hospital room and, all stuff like that. And even
the Harry Potter role plays were always pretty popular.
Yeah.
I never really got into those because I just couldn't figure out how to get inside.
Yeah,
and I
I mean,
wasn't good at like role.
I used to play them, but I would like half-ass it.
Yeah.
It's there was one room, and it was an RP room, but I really didn't go there to roleplay. I usually just went there just to bug people and see what was up.
Yeah.
It was a high school.
Yeah.
High schools, I feel they were never taken seriously as a role-playing room.
Yeah.
People always used to go there, but
Yeah,
nothing serious ever happened.
Yeah, I used to hang out in schoolrooms all the time.
Yeah, me too.
I had a bunch of friends that I met in the schoolroom, and I just like hung around them all the time. I might have talked about this last episode. I'm not sure though. But yeah, so like I think I did actually. But yeah, schoolrooms were fun.
There were beaches that were like either end of the scale, either people used to take them super seriously and like role play.
You know what?
Their life depended on it.
You know what rooms bug me?
Yeah.
Those agency rooms where you go in, and if you say anything in colored text, they fucking start losing their shit.
Yeah, I know. I don't even get what's up with that.
Like I remember like the colored text didn't even used to be a thing, and then
I remember that.
Yeah, and then like when people started doing colored text, everyone, like all the noobs would think you were hacking, and they'd report you for using colored text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's that trick that some people do where they use like a blue or a purple bubble, and they use like the blue text to look like they're whispering, but everyone can see it, so everyone thinks you're whispering at them, and they just whisper back. And you just trick everyone.
Yeah, I hate that.
I think
text color option thing. I can never get it right.
I think it's
like I know there's a certain.
I think it's like
there's a certain way to do it, but
and then the color name and then
I got time for that.
Yeah, something like that. There were only specific colors you could do. I used to do that, not to try and make it look like I wasn't typing anything, but just because it was fun. But you could always see on the phones because it wouldn't show up the colors. So if you were on the phone, you could always tell the difference.
Yeah. Mobile Habbo plebs.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. But see, I never played Habbo on mobile, and I don't really think I'm ever going to.
Yeah.
I don't like playing Habbo on a tiny screen.
I just remember the apps that gave you free pets and stuff on Habbo. Like the one where I got my monkey from, there was, I can't remember what it's called, like Lost Monkey or something like that. And it was like an app that Habbo made, and you used to.
I cannot stand the Habbo monkey pet. It is awful.
It's hideous. I hate it. I agree.
It's stupid hat and it's smug, shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Imagine like getting a monkey and just naming it some dumb shit like freaking Hubert.
I feel like that is the worst name you could have thought of.
Well, the monkey deserves it.
Yeah.
Hubert.
My monkey was called Ginger because its color was ginger.
Yeah.
Not very original at all.
Very original.
I have. Okay, the only pets I have is like 600 cats. Let's see. I have like 600 cats, a dog, spider, and what the fuck is it? Okay, when I got it, it said it was a gnome, right? So I called it Ned with a G.
Yeah.
Ned the gnome.
Ned. I'm not a Ned.
And then what fucking happened? I opened the fucking thing. It's not a goddamn gnome like it says. It's a rock.
Oh shit. Ew. How the frick does that even happen? What the fuck?
I don't know, because Habbo's retarded.
I want a pet rock and Habbo. Like, there's a...
Yeah, me too, honestly.
They just like, they're kind of like, they're bendy, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of pets, like, you know how the cats freaking... Wait, not cats. The cows, they don't have freaking vocalization. They don't, like...
Yeah.
They've been out for, like, years, and, Like, whenever you train them, it just says missing vocalization. No,
Yeah.
when it drinks, it's just like missing drinking vocalization, and I'm like, bitch, that's not how a cow talks.
What's also with the command for horses down or whatever? I don't get how to do that. Whenever I tell my horse, like, down, it says not gonna happen or something like that. I don't understand how you're meant to train it to do that.
You just, like, train it with other commands until it learns the down command.
Yeah, I have. My horse knows everything, you know, not to brag or anything, but it doesn't know how to do down. Whenever I tell it to do down, it's like, no. Like, not very original to say, but...
Weird. Speaking of furries...
Oh, God.
They've released a furry costume on Habbo, like, and why?
The tail and ears and everything.
Yeah.
I am not a fan.
It sounds a lot like the cat suit.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I thought, but then, like, at least with the cat suit, like, you could like not look completely like a furry.
Yeah, with this suit, I feel like it's, I don't know the details, I guess. Like, the tail is so, like, extra and everything, even the ears, that it looks like it's meant to be more...
You know what really makes me mad?
What?
Those clothing items that are, those clothing items that are exclusives.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you only get this clothing item if you buy this fucking 9,900 coin bundle.
Yeah.
Like, I got fucking cheddar for that. Give me this fucking hat.
Yeah, like, and...
Like, I just want a goddamn hat that looks like the fucking hat from goddamn Alice in Wonderland from the Mad Hatter, but no, I gotta spend $99 on some crackpot bundle. Fuck no.
Shit. Yeah. But, like, when... Even the Mocky Mouse outfit, you can't get the gloves unless you buy that because it comes with it.
I just wanted just the gloves, but you have to buy the entire thing. It's so bad.
Also, the gloves kind of suck because you can't wear coats with them.
What?
You can't wear coats with the
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, it's on the coat slot, so, like, what the fuck?
It's really stupid.
Habbo still... Do you remember when, like, Habbo released those ads for, like, a minute or whatever, and everyone used to get, like, 5 minutes of HC?
Yeah.
Everyone was all over that.
Those what?
Hey, I'm back.
Why is it so quiet?
I'm back.
I'm back.
Stupid
Hello.
landlord just checking in on me.
Okay. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but Rich, your mic is cutting out really bad. Like, Conifer seems to be hearing a lot more than what I am, but most of the sentences end really short.
Yeah. Try turning your sensitivity to the left, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Alright, back to...
Okay.
Anyway, what were we saying? What were we talking about?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Anyway, how about... Oh, I forgot to do half the intro. I'll probably just have to fix it in post.
This whole thing is a mess.
Yeah, I know. I'm such a noob. Have you ever been nonced on Habbo? Like, have you ever, like, been, like, hit on by some old guy trying to perv?
No, but I have had people hitting on my character because of my outfit thinking I'm a woman.
You're still cutting.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, he left.
Is he not joining back?
He gives up.
Yep, I see that.
Well, Rich left, so I guess that's it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in to Habbout No with just me and Chantel this time, and Rich, who left. Don't forget to subscribe, and Chantel, do you have anything to plug?
No.
Okay, bye.